Bonjour tout le monde et bienvenue sur IFC, Irwin's French Class. Aujourd'hui, dans cette vidéo, nous allons apprendre à dire l'heure, to tell the time in French. Let's be honest, it's a bit different from English and in my opinion, slightly harder. But don't be worried, with a bit of guidance, you'll be just fine. C'est parti! The first word that you guys need to learn is the French word for time in the context of telling the time. And that word is heure. Let's repeat that. Heure. It's a feminine word starting with a silent H. So the time is l'heure with L apostrophe. That word is essential to say o'clock in French. And because of the H, the pronunciation of heure will vary a lot in liaison with the numbers. So let's start with the French form of it's 1 o'clock, it's 2 o'clock, it's 3 o'clock, etc. The time is introduced in French by il est, which is the corresponding form of it's in English. To ask for the time, you can say the question Quelle heure est-il? Quelle heure est-il? Which is the most formal version of the question. The colloquial form is, and let's repeat that, il est quelle heure? Il est quelle heure? And the standard form is, quelle heure il est? Let's repeat that, quelle heure il est? So let's do it. Quelle heure est-il? Please repeat after me and focus on the liaisons. Let's do it. Il est 1 heure. Il est 2 heures. Il est 3 heures. Il est 4 heures. Il est 5 heures. Il est 6 heures. Il est 7 heures. Il est 8 heures. Il est 9 heures. Be careful with that one, okay? That's a V sound. Il est 9 heures. Il est 10 heures. Il est 11 heures. Il est 12 heures. Il est 13 heures. Yes, the French system is based on the 24-hour system. We'll come back to that later. Let's carry on. Il est 14 heures. Il est 15 heures. Il est 16 heures. Il est 17 heures. Il est 18 heures. Il est 19 heures. Il est 20 heures. Il est 21 heures. Il est 22 heures. Il est 23 heures. And the last one, il est minuit. So it's for midnight, right? Minuit, midnight, minuit. For noon, there are another way actually. Il est 12 heures, but you rather use il est midi. Midi and D, it's for day, right? So midday, midi. Let's repeat that one. Il est midi, and the other one, il est minuit. Very good. So like I said, heure is feminine. So the singular form is 1 heure and not un heure, right? Une, you got to use the feminine form of the article. 1 heure. So please note that an S needs to be added when plural. For 2 heures, you need to add an S to heure, right? 3 heures, etc., etc. In France, we use the 24-hour system, which means that there are 2 ways to say the PM hours. Either we keep going with the numbers after 12, like I did before. Il est 13 heures, il est 14 heures, il est 15 heures, all the way up to il est minuit. These forms are not very much used in colloquial French though. They are rather used in official expressions like when you book an appointment, for example. To distinguish between AM and PM when relevant, because most of the time you won't even need to precise, we use in French after the time, after il est 1 heure, for example, du matin, let's repeat these, du matin, de l'après-midi, du soir, in full like that, du matin, de l'après-midi, du soir. My student often ask me, when do you switch from de l'après-midi to du soir, which is a very good question, right? So, well, there is no definite answer to that. It's very subjective. I guess from 7 it will be du soir, but for 6, you know, some people say 6 heures de l'après-midi, some others say du soir, and both are fine. To tell the time in minutes, simply add the minutes after the time in hour. Let's repeat this together. Il est 3h05. Il est 8h20. Il est 11h24. Il est 14h42, but you can also say il est 2h42, which is fine, right? Just add de l'après-midi if you wish. Il est midi 57. Just like in English, to indicate half hour and quarter hours, we use special expressions. So let's cover this together. Just repeat after me. Écart. So the T at the end, as you can see, or hear rather, is not pronounced. For quarter past, il est 1h15, for example. Let's repeat that. Il est 1h15. Et demi is the one we use for half past. For example, let's repeat that together. Il est midi et demi. Moins le quart, it's for quarter to. For example, let's repeat that together. Il est 5h moins le quart. And you see still the quart, you don't pronounce the T at the end. Let's do it once again. Écart, et demi, moins le quart. Very good. To ask when something is scheduled, use that question base. À quelle heure est? Let's repeat it together. À quelle heure est? Like for instance, la classe ou le cours, which are the same thing, right? So the question would be, à quelle heure est le cours? À quelle heure est la classe? And to answer, simply say, le cours est à 3h30. Alright, let's do some activities to revise and practice. For the first one, simply say the time in French using first the 24-hour system and then using du matin, de l'après-midi et du soir. Alright, let's start. Quelle heure est-il? And by the way, this is the way we write the time in French. So with that little h that stands for hour, for heure, okay, in the middle. So let's do it. Quelle heure est-il? Don't forget to start with il est. Il est 8 heures de liaison, 8h17. That's perfect. You can add du matin if you wish. 8h17 du matin. Very good. Next. Quelle heure est-il? Il est, many ways to say that, okay? Just pick one and then we'll review all of them. Il est 10h30, that's one possibility. 10h30 du matin. How do you say 10:30? Il est 10h30, that's right. Next. Il est 12h15, that's one way. You can also say, il est, what was noon? Midi, that's right. Il est midi 15. You can still keep going with the minutes, right? How do you say quarter past? Il est midi et quart. That's another way. Okay, for the second one, I'm going to say sometimes, and you will need to write them down. So sometimes I will use the 24-hour system. Some other time I will use du matin ou du soir. So be ready to note. Alright, let's start. Il est 16h13. What time is that? Je répète, il est 16h13. Do you have it? It's right here. 16h13. Very good. Let's carry on. Il est 8h30. Do you have it? Il est 8h30. It's right here. Yeah, 8h30 or 8h30, you can also say. Next one. Be ready. Il est 11h45. Il est 11h45. Yeah? You have the right answer? It's right here. That's right. Let's do another one. Il est midi moins le quart. Je répète, il est midi moins le quart. What time is that? Same one, yes. So two ways for that, yeah? C'est tout pour cette vidéo, les amis. Please write in the comment the time in letters. Yes, we can practice also the numbers, right? So the time in letters at which you watched that video, starting with il est, of course. Always start with il est, and then the time. All right. So don't forget to like and subscribe to help the channel grow and support my work. À la prochaine. Salut. Ciao.